Hey everybody, Samsara here. I just want to give an update on my Endmyopia journey. So I'm down here in the basement at night. The kids are gone to bed, getting some computer time alone to spend with you. So today I went to the optometrist. This is the second time I've gone to see the eye doctor since I started my Endmyopia journey about 2 years ago. And the results are a little bit better than I expected. So the whole reason why I went today and didn't wait a little bit longer was because I had been speaking to a member of the community in a private chat and had been going on about how I was struggling with activating active focus in my dominant eye, and that I felt like I wasn't improving and my visual quality was just going up and down so much. And this individual suggested, hey, just go see the eye doctor. They'll tell you where you're at. And I said, you know what? That's a great idea. I'll just go back and do a reset to 2020. So the good news is my results were pretty good, and they were better than I expected in some ways and worse than expected in another. I also found out some interesting stuff about my eye health, which I will share in a moment. The other thing is that this doctor corrected me to 2015 rather than 2020, so I'm not exactly sure how the final prescription stacks up versus my last year in terms of like a straight apples to apples thing. So it could be that my 2020 correction is a little bit lower than what he put on the script, so we'll see. But first I want to compare. This is my prescription from before I started in myopia, and it was about a -4 overall correction once you factor in all the cylinder and stuff, a little bit less. And then last year I was pretty good. I made a huge leap in my right eye and really good in my left eye, but you can see that the spherical correction was it had a fairly large gap, and the cylinder correction for astigmatism was there as well. And after that exam, I reduced again and decided that I wanted to equalize both in the cylinder and in the sphere correction, just so that I have a single prescription. And then along the way, I noticed I had a lot more eye strain with the astigmatism correction and the lenses. So at some point in time, I dropped it completely after having dropped it from my differentials. And I noticed most of the time a big improvement in eye strain. Clearly, I had a tougher time seeing, but I got to spend more effort relaxing the strain around the eyes and aligning the double vision from the astigmatism. And with the exception of nighttime and low lighting, it's been pretty good, and I think it's been great. And ultimately, I've been able to come down to an equalized prescription, normalized of -1.75. No cylinder correction, which is fantastic. And it's definitely been up and down, but now I am seeing pretty much 2020 with those on a nice day outside. And at night and dim lighting, the astigmatism kind of creeps in and gets bad, and I just need to focus on different stuff, relaxing and kind of getting things going, and it's going really well, especially since I bricked my phone and haven't had it for a day or two here. So crazy how much not staring at things up close can help. So I want to talk about that exam, where I'm at, and where I hope to go in the next year. So about the exam itself, I went to the same practice but with a different doctor. Since this was a last minute thing, I actually wanted to go somewhere else, but you get what you can get this environment with COVID and stuff. So I got this appointment pretty last minute, got in, talked around it. I didn't tell them that I was doing in myopia because I didn't want them being biased one way or another. Really explained to them that I had a lower prescription for the computer to reduce eye strain. Nothing seemed to be weird. I did the autorefractor, the pressure test for I think they do it for checking for glaucoma and who knows what else, but I did that, and then I did the retinal scan. There's a green light, you stare, it takes a tomography or topography of the back of your eye. It's really cool stuff. And, did the questionnaire. So what I noticed immediately from the doctor was two things. One, the good thing was he was very thorough with the eye health stuff. He took some time and showed me a three-dimensional computer graphic of my eyeball with the retinal scan overlapped on the back. So it was really cool seeing that, pivoting around it in 3 dimensions, looking at the blood vessels, the optic nerve, and actually have a freckle in one of my eyes, which is kind of neat. Doesn't bother my vision or anything like that, but apparently they can come there. So with that, my pressures were a little higher. They've historically been a little high. Now they're both high, not dangerously so, but they did refer me to a specialist to get that looked at. Glaucoma is not something that is quick onset, so maybe I need to take some eye drops to lower some pressure and help relieve any strangulation of vessels to prevent macular degeneration and other stuff. So I think it's really good. That's a great reason to go to the optometrist, get evaluated. There's a lot of preventative stuff that you can be done. So, don't skip that. Find things early. I'd say that the bad experience was that I don't know if he kind of caught on to my approach to Endmyopia and reducing my prescription, because I'm pretty sure they could see what I had last year, and I'm down practically 3/4 of a diopter now from where I was, and I'm still pegging about the same on the Snellen. So he did kind of push me a little bit he actually corrected me down to 2015. So I'm not sure exactly how the prescription equates, whether it's trustworthy. It's probably about right, actually. I think I could probably go a little bit lower on my right eye. Once you throw in that astigmatism correction, it helps a ton. So, but I'll take it what it is. The takeaway that I got was he leaned more on, myopia is genetic and axial elongation, and there's no way you can fix this, and you should be focused on the quality of your vision, not challenging yourself and try. I'm not exactly saying what he said, but I just get that idea that he wasn't much into it. And I get it, a quality of life, we want to have clear vision, go on and go on. I just think maybe he can see that people can do this, but I don't think he buys into it being worth the effort or something. I'm not going to put words in his mouth. It's just a perception that I got. What he did tell me was that, again, this is my interpretation of what he said, is that eyeglasses don't make your vision worse. I think he clearly doesn't seem to get the progression of hyperoptic defocus and lens-induced myopia. He certainly doesn't subscribe to it based on his language. But what he did say was, he actually pulled out his drawer and he whipped off this thing and showed me this test lens kit. I don't know if I'm supposed to be impressed or not, but he wasn't trying to be weird or anything, but he did say if I could use these to make people's vision better, then I would make a lot of money. And it just shows me he doesn't kind of get what this is about, because it's not about the tools, it's about the effort the individual has to go through to correct their own vision by following habits and giving up on up close and bad hygiene with vision. Here I am in the dark. It's maybe better for a video because I have kid stuff in the basement and that sort of thing, but generally speaking, be out in the bright and the light. My house is dimly lit. It's just the way that I like to be. I lived on the ship for many years and it was dark a lot, so I'm comfortable with the cave. But the point is, there's the individual effort to overcome myopia as a disability, and this 2 years through this journey has showed me that it's something that you can improve from. Like, my personal journey is not over. I'm still not 100% certain that I'll be able to get to 2020 without glasses, but I'll tell you if I get there. So far the signs are positive or hopeful that it can be done, and there are a lot of people in the community who've said that they've done it, and it's not something that you would spend years fabricating lies about. So, in a nutshell, that's it. I've walked down my prescription from almost a -4, once you factor in the cylinder and sphere together, from 2 years ago, after the initial reduction, to I'm just below a -2 or around a -2. You factor in the sphere and the cylinder together, and at this rate I can be down to close to a -1 a year from now if trajectory continues. So that's quite hopeful to me, because I've already found more independence moving around. I don't wear my glasses nearly as much inside. I have a computer set for work. A lot of times I'm just not wearing glasses at all because I'm on my phone. I'm eating food, I'm walking around, I go to the deck, I look outside. I don't need glasses to look across the yard. I don't need glasses for chores a lot. It's still difficult to find them sometimes if they blend in with something of a similar color. But it's no longer, oh my goodness, where are my glasses? I can't find them. Oh, I need them. If I lost my glasses in the past, it would be like, I need you to drive me somewhere. Oh my gosh, I'm stranded. Now I could get by, getting from here to there if I really had to, an emergency. Don't drive without glasses. But, I'm not helpless anymore. On another note, my phone died last night, and today I'm wandering around feeling like I need my phone and I need to check the thing, and I can't even get in my car, and I locked my key card in my car, and because I had a key card and I left it in the car, and so the point is you get attached to your physical crutches, and sometimes crutches aren't crutches, they're augmentations to help you. In the cases of glasses, they can be either. So I'd say my personal journey is their crutches. So anyway, that's the story of my 2 years of Endmyopia, at least the results so far in the exam. There's been lots of trials and tribulations, a lot of efforts. It's tiresome sometimes to always be in a state of non-perfect vision. But every time I start progressing towards the end of a cycle where my vision is good with those normalized lenses on and I can see clearly and the double vision goes away and I can read stuff really far away and I can talk to someone who has full correction and I can see things better than them or equal to them, it makes me excited. And I long for the day where I don't need these at all and I don't need any effort and I can read clearly from far away. So I hope the same for everyone else in the Endmyopia community and anyone else who's thinking about giving this a shot. So good luck, and hopefully in about 1 year from now have another update that's just as good or better. So until then, take care.